Just a reminder, this is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. Do your own research. I'm never going to reach out to you either in the comment section or through any other means to try to get you to invest in something that I'm investing in or to send me crypto. Some links underneath the video are affiliate links. I may earn a commission, but this is at no extra cost to you. Of course, do your own due diligence. How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. This is what you need to know ahead of the Jerome Powell meeting, the FOMC meeting happening later today. We do have some really interesting news going on over the last day. So let's cover that, along with why I think Jerome Powell will cut rates, but actually might scare the market a bit. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this. If you want to trade crypto, check out the link underneath the video to BYDeFi. You can trade and get up to $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. We do this every single month, and we plan on doing it in the future too, where you have 2 weeks to trade, and basically the more you trade, the more you can get a free crypto, whether it's Bitcoin or USDT, whatever we decide on that month. But the last 3 months, there has been someone that's gotten $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, and a bunch of people that have gotten a little bit less than that as well. So check that link out. It's in the link tree. It's the second one down. Also, you can check out BTCC. That's the first link in there, and you get a 10% first time deposit bonus. And we have this $1,500 USDT giveaway going right now. Now, as we can see, the general market kind of mixed today. The Dow's up, the Nasdaq's down, S&P 500's doing nothing. Bitcoin has come down a little bit since yesterday. So we actually had a quick spike up yesterday. As you can see here, we went from 90,000 up to 94,500 in a very short period of time, and that was because of the JOLTS data that came in. It came in better than expected, about 500,000 more job openings than expected. Silver prices went up significantly as well when that happened. The S&P 500 and the Nasdaq were doing well yesterday. Now we do have all eyes on Jerome Powell here today. So they're obviously giving their Fed rate decision in just a few hours, and then Jerome Powell will speak. Now, we are expecting a rate cut. 25 basis point cut, but I think the market might be a little bit scared because I'm guessing even though they're cutting, he's going to speak very hawkishly. Like, he is not going to cut rates in the next meeting, and that they feel like they're in a good spot. They feel like this is appropriate for what they've seen. They're still worried about the job market, but they're also worried about inflation. Like, he's not going to just say that we're going to need to continue cutting rates aggressively or anything like that. The market's not expecting him to say that either. Like, we're expecting a hold at the next meeting, but the market is anticipating that, maybe mid next year, early to mid next year, we'll see rate cuts, another rate cut. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jerome Powell's replaced next year and then we see an automatic rate cut. That's what Trump has said, that basically whoever comes in is going to have to cut rates right away if they want the job. But this might, I think, even though this is priced in by the market, it might scare the market a little bit to know that Jerome Powell isn't really pricing in future rate cuts, or he doesn't want to cut rates in the future. But again, it wouldn't be the end of the world or anything like that. It might just be like a knee-jerk reaction when Jerome Powell's speaking. But at the end of the day, that's kind of what the market's expecting anyways. So if there's any dovishness, then I think the market will run, maybe pricing in more rate cuts than expected. Now, that's really the big event happening today. There are some other interesting things, though. Banks in the United States are now officially allowed to buy Bitcoin and sell Bitcoin for customers. Pretty cool. And this was fascinating to me. Institutional custodians now hold more Bitcoin than exchanges. This is a huge inflection point because remember, exchanges have been around for over a decade, and institutional buyers of Bitcoin have really ramped up since 2020. Of course, there were some institutions that held it before that, but that's really when we saw a large increase. And then 2024, it's just been insane. And with the ETFs going, that's ramped us from 1 million to 2.5 million in about a year and a half. So huge inflection point. Kind of shows you the changing, the old guard versus the new guard. Kind of an interesting inflection point there at that 2.5 million Bitcoin mark. And as you can see, exchanges continue to lose Bitcoin to institutional players, which honestly, at the end of the day, I don't think is the worst thing in the world to have BlackRock versus Binance hold it, right? I as much as people don't trust BlackRock and the big financial institutions, they're at least regulated more than like Binance is. And Binance always trade, like it seems like they trade against some of their, and some of the people on their platform, some of their users, by sending crypto over to Wintermute, causing liquidations, etc. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Quick video here for you because I want to get it to you before Jerome Powell goes on. Thank you so much. Again, if you do want to trade crypto, check out the link to BYDeFi. I really do appreciate it. I really like the platform. And if you're someone that like maybe you trade a good amount, you can join our Telegram, and there's a pinned message to go into our whale chat. When you go in there, there's actually someone from BYDeFi. So if you have questions, concerns, maybe you just have a suggestion or something, you can actually talk to someone that works with BYDeFi or works at BYDeFi. So pretty awesome there. I think that alone is worth it because it's really hard to get in touch with people if you have a concern or a question on something that happened. So that's awesome. If you want to check that out, like I said, underneath the video, thank you so much. I'll see y'all soon. Cross your fingers for Jerome Powell. Bye.